Welcome to All This Math. This is Professor Parker, and today we're doing another word problem sent to us by my youngin, Manaya. And this is how the word problem goes. Brian has reduced his cholesterol level by 14% by following a strict diet and regular exercise. If his original level was 280, what is his approximate cholesterol level now? Okay, so Brian, his name is Brian. Brian is working out. He's changing his diet. He's trying to get his life together, and his cholesterol level is coming down. And we know that because we see the word reduced. We see the word reduced, right? So what we need to understand is, and let me also say this, word problems are very important. Word problems are very critical because there has to be a connection between reading comprehension and mathematics. We have to, break down those barriers between reading comprehension and mathematics, because without the ability to read, we can't even do math, right? So we got to make those connections. That's why word problems are critical. So reduced means it went down. Now, it was reduced by how much though? 14%. It went down by 14%. So one way we could do this is basically if his original level was 280, and that's important, original level, or his OG level, original level, 280. It went down by 14% from 280. One thing we could do is we could just calculate 14% of 280, find out that numerical amount, and then subtract that from the 280. All right. So what we could find out is, okay, what amount of points, because this is like a point system. So right now his point level is 280. If we could find out how many points is represented by 14%, then we could just, once we find that amount, we just subtract that. Since it did reduce, it didn't increase, it reduced, so it went down. We would subtract that from 280. But there's a better way to do it, I think. This is another formula that we can use, right? 1 minus the decrease times what I call the OG amount, or the original amount, 280, equals the new level, right? Now, this is similar to like a discount problem or a markup problem. So if you're going shopping and something's on sale and you want to know what the new price is going to be, you would do 1 minus the discount times the original price. Will give you the sale price. Or if something is marked up and the price went up, you would do 1 plus, because it's a markup, so that's addition, you would do 1 plus the markup amount times the original price equals a new price. This is a similar situation, even though we're not talking about shopping, we're not talking about cost, we're talking about cholesterol level now, right? So we just are going to follow the formula, right? We're going to follow the formula. So we say, it says 1 minus the decrease. So the decrease is 14%. But before you do that, we need to convert 14% into a decimal. And the way to convert a percentage to a decimal is always by, you can do it one of two ways. Either take the percentage and divide by 100. So 14 divided by 100. Put that in your calculator. And that's going to give you 0.14, right? That's one way to do it. Or just think about this. Whenever you convert a percentage to a decimal, all you're doing is taking, and this is the shortcut, all you're doing is taking the decimal point, in this case it's an invisible 14, an invisible decimal point right there, and moving it 2 spaces to the left, which gives us 0.14. Like we have here, 0.14, right? So before we throw that into the formula as the decrease, we need to convert it to a decimal. All right, so now we're about to do that. So we got 1 minus 0.14 times the OG amount. And the OG amount is what his cholesterol level was originally. So what was his cholesterol level originally? Originally, it was 280, right? So that's going to be what we call our OG, or our original amount. So we got 280, and then that's going to give us our new level. All right. So we got 1 minus 0.14. And so 1 take away 0.14, 1 take away 0.10 is 0.90, take away 0.4, that's going to be 0.86. And we're going to multiply that by 280, right? So we're going to multiply that by 280. So let me slide over here and grab my calculator. I'm going to slide over here and grab my calculator because I'm doing this problem in real time, right? So 0.86 times 280. Make sure I put the numbers in correctly. Yeah, I got 240.8. So 240.8 is what I got. Now, but this right here, this word is important. That word is important. It says approximate. So that means that it's not asking for the exact amount. So this 240.8 is the exact amount. Plus, if this is a multiple choice question, this might not be one of your choices. So we need to know what to do in terms of rounding, right? So we're going to round. So 240.8, the 8, remember, 5 and above, give it a shove. 4 and below, let it go. That means that this 8 affects this 0. This 8 affects this 0. Now, I'm going to do another video on rounding at some point in the future. But this 8 affects this 0 because 8 is 5 or above. It's going to shove that 0. It's going to mess with that 0. So what that 0 is going to have to do is get bigger and become a 1. Right? If this was a 0, if this 8, instead of being an 8, was a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, then the 0 would stay, it would chill. The 0 would chill and just remain a 0. But because this 8 is 5 or bigger, it's going to make this 0 go up and become a 1. So I put the squiggly lines because that's approximate, right? And this says approximate. So we got 241 as the approximate cholesterol level. So, but shout out to Brian for putting in that work and getting more healthy, changing his diet, you know, even though he's constantly probably bombarded with all types of commercials for junk food all the time. And he might live in a food desert, you know, where he doesn't really have access to a lot of healthy foods. We don't know. But at any rate, thank you for tuning in to All This Math. This is Professor Parker. And please like the video. Please subscribe to the page. Please share the videos. Tell people about it. And also remember, as usual, that there's all this math all around you.